Hey, my name's Alex, and I want to talk a little bit about my experiences with powerful subliminals. The first one I bought was ZEUS, and it it took maybe half a day before I noticed, or let's say it took a day before I noticed that something was definitely happening. So I started it at night, and then the next morning I woke up and I was working from home at the time. And I got up and I sat at my desk, and after about 15 minutes, I noticed how straight I was sitting up. And I've got pretty bad posture, to be honest. So that was awesome. And it was almost to the point where it hurt because I was so straight. It was like there was like a pair of invisible hands pulling me back. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird because, ZEUS is like the like alpha male one. And so I looked up the description, like the stuff that they'd promised. And yeah, one of them's like you walk and you sort of, you hold yourself like a man or whatever. So that was pretty crazy. And I thought, even that was kind of cool. By the end of that day, I had probably like triple the amount of energy that I normally have, which I thought was a weird side effect. And I can't explain how that works, but it was awesome. So that happened for I reckon that happened for about 3 days, and then I got really exhausted one day. I got really, really tired all of a sudden. And so I messaged the guys and I said, oh, what's happening? Like, I've tried this thing, it's like amazing. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? And they said, yeah, that's normal. It's because your brain is getting flooded with all of these positive messages, and it's like it's changing what's going on inside your subconscious. So they just said, give it a day and rest, and then you'll come good. And I did. And so after that, things were good. I was getting more done. I felt like I had more energy. I was walking around super straight, which was awesome because that's something that I've been struggling with for my whole life. So then I started having these weird dreams. So I reckon after the third or fourth day, I had this dream, and it was about forgiving my father, who's passed away now. And he wasn't such a great dad. And it was really surprising. It was like I forgave him in the dream. And I can't really explain it, but it was pretty crazy. And I kept having dreams like this. I kept having dreams where in my dreams, I was becoming like more of a man. Dealing with confronting situations, dealing with problems in life, just getting myself on track. And so that was cool enough anyway. And then it started happening in real life. So I can't remember exactly sort of the string of events, but things just started getting better. I started, one thing that was weird is I started earning a little bit more money. I had this kind of thing that I was doing on the side, and it started to just happen more. And this was probably about after a month. Started making more money from this side thing, and I checked in the ZEUS thing, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the things that they talk about. So that was crazy. And this whole time I'm feeling just like a different person. So I did that I reckon I did that for maybe 3 months. Because I think they recommend 60 to 90 days. So let's say I did it for 3 months, 2 to 3 months. By the end of it, I was walking, this is so weird, but I was walking differently. I felt like I had more of a right to take up space. If I don't know if that makes sense. I had more of a right to be where I was. I felt more grounded, more anchored, less kind of, I wasn't feeling the pressure of the outside world as much because I felt so calm and confident in myself. Oh, that's another thing. Super, super confident. Actually, the confidence was one of the biggest things. I remember reaching out to powerful subliminals to say, this is insane. I can't believe how confident I feel. And I reckon that was also part of the reason why I started earning more money on the side as well. But yeah, that stuff, it just started showing up in every area of my life. So I don't really know how to go into much more detail than that, but it was like I had this new energy for life. I felt like I was more of who I'm supposed to be. And I've done that. I've done sort of bouts of ZEUS for maybe the last year. And it's been so good. Every time the results, it seems to stay there. But then, if you're going through like a hard time, because this is years and years of not having this script playing in your head, and now it's suddenly playing there. It's going to take a good whack to change your life permanently. But all I need to do is I need to play. I play it for like maybe 2 weeks, and I just feel like I'm back on top. So it's pretty amazing. So I highly recommend ZEUS for any man who's looking to just be better. I don't know how else to explain that, but just to be better in all areas of his life. Highly recommend ZEUS. So after my success with ZEUS, I tried a combination of Tycoon, which is like the money one, and Law of Attraction. And this was, I definitely sort of believe in the power of the Law of Attraction, and I wasn't disappointed. So I had really bad money beliefs, and I was super skeptical about this one. And to tell you the truth, I'd actually tried it in the past briefly, but I only tried it for like 3 days, and I got a little bit anxious when I did it. And so I thought, oh, that's weird. I don't know if I have super bad beliefs about it, or maybe it just wasn't sort of working for me. Anyway, I decided to try it again recently with Law of Attraction. So Tycoon and Law of Attraction. And about 3 weeks into it, about 3 weeks, I had pretty much doubled my income for the month with my own business. And that was amazing. It's literally like stuff just started clicking. I felt way more confident. I even felt more knowledgeable in my field. Like I feel like I deserved to be making the money that I was making. And like I said, I've had a real problem with that in the past, with feeling like I'm deserving of money, and that's something I've been super aware of the last couple of years. And this is just like eradicated it. So now I feel like I deserve to earn money, and I'm earning more money. And that was like I said, that was probably a 3 to 4 weeks in, and I had, not only did I make my I made this in maybe half a month, but I doubled my monthly income. So it's kind of hard to ignore when you've got these voices telling your subconscious that you're rich and that you're awesome and that you deserve to be making more money, as well as the Law of Attraction that's strengthening that. It's kind of hard to ignore that. So pretty amazing. So I have tried other ones as well. I've tried Greek God, which was awesome. I worked out for 2 weeks straight every single day. I was looking in the mirror and feeling amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't stick with it. So to be honest, I did fall back into old habits. It's definitely something I'll be doing again because it definitely works. And a couple of other ones. I think I tried Delusional Confidence, which I think is a part of ZEUS, but even by itself was insane, and it wasn't what I expected. Delusional Confidence was more about feeling super calm and almost peaceful. So it wasn't like I was getting around and like puffing my chest up sort of thing. It was more, I just felt like the world around me everything was cool. Everything was all okay, and just a sense of inner peace, which it definitely translated to confidence. It's just, it wasn't what I expected, but it was awesome. So what's the last thing? Yeah, so over the last, I guess, year or so, or maybe it's even longer, I've had conversations with Daniel and Cody and the service guys, everyone's been super helpful. Everyone's been super friendly. Honestly, can't recommend them enough. It's ridiculously affordable for something something that makes such a big impact in your life. I'm fortunate enough to be in the situation where I can do it like almost 24 hours a day. And I have no problem with that because of the impact that it does. But I do highly recommend doing it as much as possible to get the most out of it, because that's when I noticed that it really started to kick in and to see these massive changes. So I don't think you have to do it forever, but I like to do it. It makes me feel grounded and it works. So whatever I want to focus on, that's the subliminal I've got going. Do that for a few months and yep, awesome. It's pretty amazing.